Hello and welcome to the Titus Timeout podcast. I'm Jenny Abney-Civy, and today I'm going to discuss the LEED Material and Resource Credit and HVAC equipment. If you remember from last week, the Material and Resource Credit gives credit for minimizing the energy and other impacts associated with the extraction, processing, transport, maintenance, and disposal of building material. So this section covers things like recyclables, raw material sourcing, and construction waste management. And this is the section that we get asked about the most at Titus. Usually we're asked to provide information for the Material and Resource Credit, building product disclosure and optimization, sourcing of raw materials. So this credit, the Sourcing of Raw Materials credit, is designed to encourage the use of products and materials for which life cycle information is available and that have environmentally, economically, and socially preferable life cycle impacts. Let me move this up to the corner. You get one credit for using 20 permanently installed products from at least 5 manufacturers that have publicly released a report on their raw material suppliers. Or you can have at least 25% of your material by cost based on the total material cost of the project meet one of 5 criteria. The 5 criteria are extended producer responsibility, buy product from a manufacturer who participates in an extended producer responsibility program, bio-based material, buy products that meet the Sustainable Agriculture Network's Sustainable Agriculture Standard, wood products, buy wood products that are FSC certified, material reuse, buy or use materials that are salvaged, refurbished, or reused, recycled content, use materials with recycled content, or it could meet some other USGBC approved program. On top of this, how much of the cost of your material you can use for the 25% calculation also depends on whether it's extracted, manufactured, and purchased within 100 miles of the project site. So let's move this over and look at HVAC equipment. Looking at the options, you can see that HVAC equipment isn't going to fit into most of these categories. A couple that will fit into, and these are the ones we get asked about the most, especially recycled content and whether it's made 100 miles from the job site. As you can imagine, most HVAC equipment are not made from recycled components. For the record, our EcoShield liner is made from 80% post-consumer recycled denim and cotton, but for the most part, with the exception of grills and diffusers and maybe dampers, most HVAC equipment is made up of mechanical and electrical components, and it would be nearly impossible to determine if every component of, say, a fan motor was extracted nearby. And in reality, some smaller components like transformers may not even be made in the US anymore. But all of this is okay because the LEED reference guide states that mechanical, electrical, and plumbing products, as well as their labor and overhead and fees, are not to be included in calculations for the material and resource credits. The reason for excluding MEP products is that typically MEP products are not recycled or reused, which is the focus of this section of LEED. So if you include the MEP products, it'll increase the total material value of the project while not adding to the value of recycled or reused components, and therefore will make it more difficult to achieve these credits or maybe some of the other credits. In the current version of LEED, some specific products that are part of the MEP systems but are passive, such as plumbing and ductwork, can be included. So that's an overview of LEED Material and Resources Credit and HVAC equipment. Now don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and thanks for taking a time out with us.